Hey guys, so this is a very random video, and I don't even know what I'm going to talk about, to be honest, but I haven't filmed in a long time, and I don't know, like sometimes I kind of want to do videos where I just talk about like introspective things, kind of like psychological things, I guess, thoughts that I have. And I figured, like, I'll just turn on the camera. Why not? So, one of the things I have been thinking about lately is accountability. And also just like perspective. I really think, like, if you're having an issue in life, and this is the thing too, like with people that are unhappy, like, and if you're feeling unhappy in your life, like, don't take offense to my words. I am only speaking to help and offer perspective. So what I've noticed a lot of times with people that are unhappy or complain or whatever is they're wanting to control people, and they're not getting the outcome that they want out of that person, right? So they're pissed off, they're disappointed, they're upset. And if you think about it, a lot of unhappiness comes from wanting to control. It's actually, there's two things, I think. I mean, it's very fear driven and it's control based, I guess. And also too, when you want to control people, you feel entitled, right? So, and that's where perspective comes into play, because when you have the correct perspective of why a person is the way they are, you won't take everything so personal. You can see, like, everybody, we're all individual, right? And we're not going to be the same. So if we have one way that we think is right in life, we think this is the right way to do life, somebody else in their brain has their concept of what is the right way to do life, right? So when we're thinking, well, they should be doing that because I would be like that or whatever, right? That's not true, because, well, they're not like that. So I'm going through the McDonald's drive-thru. I know this is bad choice, but whatever. It's really busy, actually. It's so crazy. There's like nowhere to put my car. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so, if you think about, if you're unhappy, what are you unhappy about? Is it regarding somebody's actions? And are you being sympathetic at all to their actions? Are you putting yourself into their shoes? Are you getting perspective on the issue? Oh man, this drive-thru is just messed up. Right? Do you want in there? In there, or do you want this way? Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so I just really wanted to talk about that, because, like, you have to hold yourself accountable to create your own happiness. You can't depend on other people for their actions to meet your expectations all the time. You have to think, like, you might have those expectations, but why are you trying to control somebody? Like, they're allowed to live their own life. In my opinion, unless somebody's like being like completely like unreasonably cruel or something like that, I don't know. Like, there's certain cases, I guess, like, right, this isn't everything, but just think, like, are you expecting things out of others all the time? And if you are, you have a problem, because that's not your place to control other people. There is to a level that this would make sense. Like, say, for instance, your husband never gives you a birthday present. Like, that to me is very sad and not right. Like, that's an actual issue. Like, that's a problem. That's like very common, makes sense. Like, I feel like everybody, most people anyways, like understand the concept of buying your wife present or whatever, right? Like, you know what I mean? But like, if you just have like these crazy expectations all the time and you're feeling let down with everybody, maybe it's you. So check in with yourself and check in with your perspective. You know, are you wanting things? Are you demanding things? Like, you know, everybody's coming from a different place. Like, you know, we all have different desires, and we all have a different way that we think life should be lived and we feel that people should be. So just try to remember that. Like, if you're unhappy or having a bad day or whatever, just, yeah, please remember these points. I feel like this video wasn't in depth as it could be. Like, it always seems like I think about these things so in depth, and then when I talk about them, it's never the same. So I just want to say, yeah, thank you for this like moment of of your time and listening to me, and I hope that you found this interesting. Just please remember, like, we need to be kind to each other, and we can't like push people around and be bossy, just because we have like a concept of the way that they should be. So yeah, just try to really understand like another person's perspective, where they came from, how they grew up, maybe how they think, maybe how they live life, and just understand that that's not the same as you. Yeah, so, and keep in mind, like, everybody has their struggles. So some people struggle with anxiety pretty bad. Some people have depression. Some people can just be really busy, you know, maybe they forget things or whatever. There are just so many factors why we are all different, and we really need to understand. And whenever you're feeling unhappy because you feel out of control or you can't control somebody, try to look at ways that you can control your own happiness. That's where the actual secret to life is. Because if you can control your own happiness and you have ways to bring you happiness, you're going to find you are a lot happier in life. You know, you're going to be in control. And I just think, like, you know, even if it's a little thing, like, take yourself to your favorite coffee shop and go for a nice walk. Maybe browse around the mall. Like, if you always wanted to paint, well, maybe go get painting supplies and start painting. Think of hobbies you can do. Think about friends you can go hang out with, or whatever it might be. Think about areas in your life where you're in control. Like, have you always wanted to do a hike, and, you know, maybe your spouse or your friend or whatever, like, never wants to go hiking with you, and that is upsetting you? Well, maybe look into hiking groups online. There are hiking groups that meet all the time to go hiking. Like, you can start to control and master your own life. You don't have to depend so much on somebody else to bring you joy. So that is today's message. I really hope that you guys like this video. It's definitely very left field compared to like what I normally post, but I think a lot about a lot of different things, and I figured, like, hey, whatever, I'm gonna start sharing it. So anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.